Hey everyone, I have recently completed the Batman Arkham Asylum game, the Return to Arkham remasterization, and well, let me tell you guys, it's such a great game. So I have completed it at 100%. That means like all achievements, everything is done like 100%. I got it all completed, and I mainly want to make this guide and with tips and tricks. So like to let know people that is this game is actually not that hard to complete at 100%. So well, as you can see here, I got everything: challenges, rules, upgrades, character bios, and like everything is completed at 100%. I'm actually gonna give you guys my secret tip at the end of this video, so make sure you follow all the way to the end of this video so you can know my secret tip for getting all the achievements in this Arkham Asylum game. One of the first things we have to keep in mind while completing this game and playing it is that this game was released in 2009. So yeah, it has some time already, and actually it's impressive for it being released in 2009. In terms of like gameplay, yeah, it feels restricted and limited at some times, especially when you're playing the combat mode or like when you're like jumping or running. It feels a little bit slow, but even though it's a great game, like it's not a thing you should worry about. Okay, so there are 3 stages in this video. First, I'm gonna be talking about the story mode, which are the like a lot of achievements in them. Then I'm gonna talk about the riddles. Then I'm gonna talk about some random achievements you can get throughout the story mode or the challenge mode. And then lastly, I'm gonna be talking about the challenge mode with the Predator and combat maps, which are, in my opinion, are like the hardest to achieve because you have to get experience from the story mode and other things from the game to complete them. And well, if you have played any Batman Arkham game before, you know that after the story mode, there's some side missions and other things you can do after playing the main story mode. Well, in Arkham Asylum, there's nothing. There's just like the story mode, the main thing. And after that, it's just only getting all the riddles and completing those random achievements I talked to you about. Talking about like the gameplay of this game, I have this gameplay where I was defeating Poison Ivy in this boss fight. And look at my health. I was like nothing on my health. And here I thought I had already beaten Poison Ivy because I throw that batarang, and I mean her health was like dropped out, and I was like, okay, I finished the boss fight. So I stand up, I leave the controller, I was standing, and I hadn't seen that pheromone. I don't know what that is that Poison Ivy launched at me. As I didn't move, it killed me. And I mean, yeah, well, like the main point of what I'm trying to say is that I don't think that the cutscene is gonna play right away after you finish the boss fight, or the health of that boss has run completely off. Just make some time after that. Alright, when you get all the achievements of this game, the last achievement that you'll get is the perfect night, which is my goal that you get this one. So I already got it. So I'm gonna walk you through every challenge you need to make to get that perfect night achievement. Alright, so starting with achievements from story mode, we've got 19 achievements that you can get throughout the story mode, and then 20 when you complete the story mode in any difficulty. But there's easy, normal, and hard difficulty. So each time you complete the main story at a certain level, like easy, normal, or hard, you get an achievement. For example, if you complete the main story in normal mode, you'll get the easy and normal completed campaign achievement. But if you play your first time the story mode in hard difficulty, you'll get 3 achievements, which is completing the main story in easy, normal, and hard mode. So I mean that it's up to you how you wanna complete the story for the first time. So yeah, like in total, there's 22 achievements you can get in the story, including the main story. Alright, the first tip that I want to give you guys when you're completing the main story or any part of this game is to have like your iPad, your phone, and a laptop nearby, because YouTube is your best friend when it comes to completing any achievement at any game, specifically in Arkham Knight, or Arkham Asylum, any Arkham game, because Arkham Asylum feels like actually a cage for Batman. So, and it also feels like a maze. So when you're completing the story mode, you can get lost pretty easily, and you may not know like where to go next or where you should go next. So yeah, you should definitely keep YouTube and a gameplay opened nearby while you're playing, because you can get lost pretty easily during the main story. Right, so out of those 19 achievements that are from the story mode, there are only 2 that are hard or that you may miss when you're completing the story. So I'm gonna talk to you about it. And well, starting with the first not so easy achievement from the story mode is the one that's called Leave No Man Behind, which is not hard. You just gotta know what to do, or yeah. This first achievement is actually in the very early moments of the story mode. You have to save, or 3 people you have to save. There are 2 guards and 1 henchman that you have to save. So when you save the second guard, the guard is gonna tell you, oh, look for the ventilation system so you can repair it and the smoke can go away. So you actually don't have to listen to him, because there's 1 henchman missing that you have to save. So in order to get this achievement, I'll recommend you to watch a video. Just search YouTube a video so you cannot miss complete. When you save that last henchman, you'll get the achievement right away. And the second hard achievement to completing the main story mode is the Party Pooper, which is almost at the end, like before the final boss fight of the game, which is, well, Party Pooper. There's like a Joker house, as you can see in this image. Like it has like a Joker face painted outside the house, and there's a lot of henchmen waiting for you. But like the curious thing about these henchmen is that they are not going to punch you or anything when you get there. Like they're just gonna be like, hey, keep it up, Batman, this way. And I mean, yeah, they're not gonna like punch you or something. So what you actually have to do is that you have to punch every one of each one of them. There are gonna be like 4 or 3 henchmen waiting for you outside this house, and then when you get inside, when you cross those doors, there are gonna be like 20 or something like that henchmen waiting for you, like lined up and everything. When you get inside the house, like no one's gonna do anything to you unless you punch them. So what you gotta do is that you gotta beat the ones that are outside and the ones that are inside, and you're gonna get that achievement right away. Alright, so after completing the main story of the game, what we have left to do in the main map of the asylum is to complete or get every Riddler trophy in the asylum. And I just googled how many they are, and there are 240. And well, yeah, I remember there were less, but well, there are 240. I mean, I was so lazy of completing them. I hate those getting those Riddler trophies. But I also started liking them, because when you start getting all those trophies, you get some Easter eggs. You learn more about the game. Okay, so my tip for you guys to get these Riddler trophies, and for it not being too bad as it sounds, is to there are certain areas of the game, like the hospital, the main cells, Arkham East, I think. What I would recommend you guys to do is to search on YouTube, because on YouTube there's some videos that cover those Riddler trophies, but by areas. And I would recommend you to search one of those videos, or all of the videos you need, and follow that video by looking and playing getting those Riddler trophies one by one, following those videos. Just follow them. You're not gonna get lost. You're not gonna miss any of those. So yeah, just keep following those videos. Never miss them, and just make sure you're going one by one as you're going through those videos. So there are a lot of achievements when you're getting all those Riddler trophies. There's one for completing 5% of getting the trophies, 10%, 25%, 40%, 55%, 70%, 85%, and then you're gonna get crack the Enigma, which is getting all those trophies. And as you also get those Enigma trophies and all of those things you have to get, you also get the world's greatest detective achievement. And also, if you press the start button and go to trophies, Enigma trophies, you're gonna see each location separately and how many riddles are there and how many are you missing. Okay, so I made this random stage because here are some achievements that you can complete either on the main story mode or when completing the final those challenge maps. So first of these random achievements, we've got a free flow combo. You gotta get a free flow combo while defeating henchmen, which is times 5, times 10, times 20, and then times 40, which the times 40 is a little hard to get. And if you don't get it at the main story mode, don't worry, you can get it. You are gonna get it for sure in the challenge maps, so don't worry about it. Then the next achievement we got is the Freak Show Rodeo, which you gotta knock down 10 thugs while riding a Titan henchman. Then we've got the catch achievement. You gotta catch a Batarang, you gotta launch a Batarang, then make Batman take it. Next achievement we got rope a dope, which is make an inverted takedown so you can scare another henchman. Then we got the mano a mano achievement, which is defeat Titan henchman without batarangs, which I recommend you guys to do it on the challenge map, because if you don't get it on the challenge map, you can just restart that challenge map and you got like unlimited tries on that one. And we got the invisible predator, which is complete a challenge map by using silent takedowns only without being detected. That's kind of tricky. And then we got the night glider, which you can only complete in the asylum map. You gotta glide more than 100 meters. Well, 100 meters, sorry, in the asylum. And for this achievement, what I recommend you guys to go is to go to the tallest thing where you can be on the asylum. I'm leaving you here a gameplay of how I achieved this. You just gotta follow all the way through this tower, and then when you get to the top, you're just gonna glide continuously until you reach the ground. Alright, so next we have the challenge maps. And well, let me tell you, this is actually really hard. You have to really put your mind to it. Because if you're not taking it seriously, you're not gonna get probably the 3 stars to get all the achievements. So yeah, whenever you're doing these challenges, just keep yourself concentrated. Don't let anything bother you while you're playing it. So yeah, I really took my time completing these challenges because first of all, the combat maps, the combat here in Arkham Asylum is really slow and really tricky and really weird, because comparing it to other Arkham games, because you can lose your combo really quickly, and also you really have to have a lot of patience in completing these challenges, because sometimes you're gonna say but I pressed the button, or I pressed counter but it didn't counter, some things like that. So yeah, don't stress yourself. It's gonna be hard, but don't stress yourself. If you ever find yourself stuck in any map or something like that, just take a deep breath, play it again from the beginning, and if not, just pause the game, go switch, turn off your Xbox, whatever, take a break, come back the next day, anything, and then you're gonna see that little by little you're gonna have this game completed 100%. So yeah, always whenever you're doing any Batman Arkham game, keep the challenges and predator maps till the end, because yeah, they require a lot of experience, and tricks in order to get the like this, complete them 3 stars, and I'll get all the achievements in this. Okay, so this gameplay that you're seeing right now on the screen, it's one of the probably like I'll consider it the hardest map in combat mode, because you have a timer and you also gotta take all those henchmen without like on that time. So well, as you can see here, I was almost running out of time on that combat map, but even though this map has like 1 second delay, or like 1 second that it gives you extra. So yeah, I thought I had like lost it, but no, like fortunately I was able to get this achieve like this map completed. And yeah, well, let me tell you guys, even though like you can see here, Batman got electrocuted at the end because I had run out of the time. But as long as you complete it, you just keep going, okay? Don't think that that 0 like 2 1 0 and bam that you're dead. No. So yeah, don't keep going. Don't think you're out of you're already lost. One of the achievements you can get in the challenge maps is the flawless free flow fighter, which is combat challenge without taking damage. I will recommend you guys to do it on the first map, because the first map of the combat maps and the predator maps are actually the easiest ones to do. So I would recommend you to do this on the first map of the combat challenges. And then we got the free flow perfection, which is also another challenge from the combat maps, which it's tricky because you have to know every variation and every trick that Batman can pull during combat. That is, you can throw them, you can throw batarangs, you can use the ultra bat claw. You can also do combat like takedowns. You can also do ground takedowns. You can also do counters. You have to learn every variation that Batman can make in the combat maps. I'll recommend you guys to search what does a free flow perfection, like what are all these things that you need to take on the challenge on the combat maps, because you can also like learn all these variations, and at the end of each like fight or round, you get actually extra points for making like each one of these variations. So really, I would say that this is probably like an achievement that helps you make more points in the combat maps, because it teaches you all those variations, and at the end, you can get extra points for that. Just to be clear, these combat and predator maps are hard, and it may take your time, but let me tell you, like, don't stress yourself. It is not impossible. It is just tricky. It's not impossible. I have completed. A lot of gamers have already completed it. So yeah, don't stress yourself. It is possible. You just gotta take your time. Don't stress yourself. Now, personally, I would recommend you to complete the predator maps first than the combat maps, because predator maps in Arkham Asylum, I consider them to be easier than the combat maps. Yeah, I mean, my personal opinion and my tip on that is to play and defeat those predator maps before the combat maps. Also for the predator maps, I would recommend you guys to look on YouTube those maps, because there are some clips that get all those 3 stars and in really short amount of time, and they will actually teach you ways to like get those things pretty easy and pretty quickly. The one thing I have to note on these videos is that probably some of them are played on the original Arkham Asylum, the Xbox 360 or PS3. So yeah, just on this remastered edition, there are some respawns and some things are changed from the original game. So just keep in mind of that. And well, my last and secret tip to get any achievement and complete this Batman game at 100% is gonna probably sound weird, but it's true. You gotta feel like you're Batman. Okay, it's gonna sound weird. Yeah, I know it's weird, but if you don't feel like you're Batman or something like that, you're not. If your head is not into it, you're gonna lose. You're gonna take damage, and you're not gonna. I mean, it's gonna take more time. And well, yeah, that's the probably, and I think it's probably the main goal of this game, for you to feel Batman. And well, yeah, just keep in mind, whenever you're playing that you're Batman, get yourself into it, because that's what all this game is about, to feel yourself like you're Batman. Alright, so that's it for my tips and tricks on Arkham Asylum. Thank you so much. Thanks so much for watching. And well, I'm gonna recently make a new video about Batman Arkham City. Getting all those achievements is actually really harder than Arkham Asylum. So make sure you subscribe so you can know when I drop that video, because it's gonna be hard. In my opinion, it was 3 times harder than completing Arkham Asylum at 100%. Make sure to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. See you till the next video.